Eve, I know I've asked this half a dozen times, but are you sure these are the right coordinates?
I have rerun the decryption 3 times and reconfirmed the data a dozen times over. The indicated coordinates are, in fact, the cargo drop-off point.
Afraid you were going to say that. Even the paper charts agree that we're headed to the right place. It's just so strange. I'd say this place was in the middle of nowhere, but that might be unfair to the middle of nowhere. There is nothing out here.
Scans indicate that apart from a small asteroid cluster ahead, your description is an apt one. May I point out that the journey would not have taken us long if we had ran the reactors above 50%.
You're gonna have to trust me on this one, Eve. Keep the reactors at 50% unless I say otherwise. Who would build a facility all the way out here? It's so far off the standard trade routes that keeping it supplied has gotta be a nightmare.
Perhaps if we had some indication of the type of cargo we are hauling, an answer might be more forthcoming.
Good luck with that. Those cargo containers have a level 4 hermetic seal on them, and they're shielded 9 ways from Sunday. Plus, this is a Type 2 cargo run. No interaction with the goods. Can't even leave the cockpit. We literally drop the cargo in space and leave.
Doesn't this whole thing strike you as fishy?
Well, I don't know. Should it? You're all hooked up to the corporate net. Don't you know what we're hauling?
Captain, we've been over this. I am not a corporate spy. I have no connection to Nemacorp aside from our normal send-receive channels. I do not report on your doings or whereabouts to anyone. I am a ship's AI. My primary function is to ensure our deliveries go smoothly.
It's exactly what a corporate spy would say.
Your attempted sarcasm has been duly noted and ignored. Asteroid cluster ahead, reducing speed and plotting safe course to our destination.
I thought we already had our course laid in.
The asteroids appear to have drifted from their originally recorded position. Course adjustment is necessary to prevent collision. Your instructions were, do not get a scratch on my baby, if I recall correctly.
Fair point. Go ahead and run a deep scan of the asteroid field. EMF, IR, subspace, the works. There's got to be something out there.
I've got something, Captain. Scanners indicate a structure ahead. It appears to be several asteroids linked together by scaffolding. The location matches our drop-off point.
Finally! Power up the delivery drones. Make ready to drop our containers. I don't want to be here any longer than absolutely necessary.
Delivery drones powered. Securing the cargo now. Drones secured. Cargo is ready to deploy.
Good. Let's get to the designated point and get this over with.
Captain, we are receiving encrypted instructions from somewhere nearby. I can't pinpoint the source, but they are providing a seemingly nonsensical route to the drop point.
Minefield. I'll bet this entire mission on it. Adhere to that course exactly, Eve. Eve, I'm switching on a new system. Integration instructions are in the chip in the tertiary memory port.
Stealth sensors? Captain, these are supposed to be top-of-the-line military-only systems. How are they installed on the Europa?
Let's just say I know a guy at Fathom Shipyards who knows another guy who knows someone deep in military counterintelligence for the Soul Collective.
I am at a loss for words, which is unusual for an AI.
Tell me about it. Use those sensors to sweep the area for a minefield. Assume that our projected course is a safe path through them, and cross-reference with projected asteroid orbits.
Working. Got them, Captain.
Good. Well, that's one ace in the hole. Let's hope we don't need it. Eve, pull a sensor focus on one of the mines. Figure out what we're dealing with.
TR-688 hybrid concussive and ionic mines. Captain, these are... well, they are beyond military grade. Any one of these mines could damage a dreadnought.
And let me guess, vaporize a little Manta-class vessel like us?
Correct, Captain. Saying that we are in significant danger would be a woeful understatement.
Well, Eve, be very, very careful then. It looks like we're almost there, though.
Clearing the last of the minefield now.
All the security, I'm surprised there aren't any other ships out here.
There are at least 6 other vessels in close proximity to our own, Captain.
What? I don't see anything anywhere, and there's nothing on the scanners.
I am detecting 6 distinct gravimetric disturbances with sustained tachyon particle emissions.
Tachyons? Gravimetric lensing? No, you don't mean...
Active cloaking.
I thought that was theoretical. And even if it's not, the power requirements would be astronomical.
And yet, here they are.
Here they are indeed. Jettison the cargo. I'd rather not upset our invisible friends.
Deploying cargo to delivery coordinates. Cargo has been delivered.
Recall the cargo drones and transmit the payment request. Probably on the same channel that we received our flight path from.
Request sent. Establishing cryptographic handshake protocol. Funds transfer initiated. Interesting.
Interesting? Eve, there should be nothing interesting about us getting paid. What was that?
The shielding on one of the cargo containers flickered out for a moment. The scanners caught traces of Dezitri radiation.
Dezitri? Isn't that the type of radiation that's given off when a stasis field catastrophically fails?
Affirmative, Captain. Shields flickering again. This time the scanner picked up the magnetic signature of a plasma discharge. Captain, there are weapons being fired inside that cargo container.
Well, crap. Eve, are our drones safely stowed?
Yes, Captain. All drones are secured.
Reactors to maximum. Prepare for a hard engine burn. Were you able to find us a path out of here?
A small error in mine placement provides me with a narrow corridor out of here. Emphasis on narrow.
Please tell me we have our money.
Blockchain transfer at 98, 99, 100%.
Then this entire situation just became one heaping helping of not my bloody problem.
Captain, I'm detecting multiple banks of military lasers powering up.
That's what I was afraid of. Eve, get us out of here. Any signs of pursuit?
Negative, Captain. I can detect no pursuit craft, cloaked or otherwise.
That was far, far too close for comfort. Reduce speed. Bring the reactors back down to 50%. Go ahead and run a level 2 diagnostic on them. Make sure that nothing went haywire during our spontaneous stress test.
Powering down and running diagnostic. Captain, why did you insist that we run the reactors at only 50% until the last minute?
What percentage does the average ship's owner's manual tell you to run your reactor at?
On average, most manuals suggest running reactors at 80%. But I believe the galactic average among pilots is closer to 90%.
Exactly. When whoever they are back there scanned our ship, they assumed we were running at the standard 90%. And then from there, they assumed that our max speed, shielding, maneuverability, etc.
But their estimates were based on an incorrect assumption, leading to wildly inaccurate results.
Correct. Another ace in the hole. Like being able to map their minefield or detect their cloaked ships.
This seems like the human expression of playing one's cards close to one's chest.
You're catching on. In any business dealing, you want to find out as much information as you can, while giving away as little information as you can. And in some cases, providing misleading information, like running a reactor core at 50% can give you an edge.
While the business strategy is logical, I do not understand how you knew we would need those metaphorical aces in the hole. This is our 12th cargo run together, and this is the first time you have displayed this level of caution.
Trust me, Eve. Don't try to understand human intuition. It'll only strain your circuits. I just had a feeling this job might go sideways.
Human intuition. It will be interesting to observe this phenomenon going forward. Diagnostics complete. The reactor has suffered no damage from its rapid power-up.
Excellent. Let's get back to civilization. Eve, lay in a course for Proxima 2. Maintain our speed at 80% of current power levels, and set our trade status to available. Engage.